The concept of the word hope can be defined as the confusion between the desire that something should take place and the probability that it will. Perhaps nobody is free from this mild insanity, which alters our corrected judgment of probability and makes us believe that a highly unlikely event is the likely one. This is true about our desire to survive death. The belief that a supernatural part of ourselves, called soul, will continue to exist beyond the grave can be put down to sheer delusion. Delusion nourished by this unreasonable hope that tells us that a highly unlikely event is the likely one. Despite our inclination to believe that mystical experience provides us with sufficient evidence to support the existence of an afterlife, what we inevitably find, if each of these phenomena or claims is subjected to careful scrutiny, is that these so-called evidences are entirely unsound. And whether you like it or not, up to now there is no empirical support for the belief in an afterlife, and science gives no indication whatsoever of the existence of the soul. Take, for example, seances. They date back to the 1800s after three American sisters by the name of Fox claimed to be able to contact the dead. They traveled America with their demonstrations and attracted the attention of the rich and famous. And by the end of the 19th century, seances had become extremely popular all over the Western world. At these meetings, spirits were manifested, objects flew in the air, and ectoplasm poured from the mouth of entranced mediums. After 40 years of this, one of the sisters, Margaret Fox, embarrassed by what they had started, confessed that these spiritual manifestations were actually elaborate frauds. But her confession made very little difference, and spiritualism has been on the rise since then. Let's be honest and think for a moment. Even the hypothesis of the existence of the soul is a difficult one to put forward. First of all, the soul couldn't be an immaterial entity, a non-spatial entity which inhabits a spatial body and can travel through space and detect and interpret vibrations in the air without any sense organs is not even a conceivable idea, let alone a hypothesis. The soul would have to be made of some sort of matter, and this matter would have to exert some sort of physical influence on our world, or else our brains wouldn't function. As far as anyone knows, this extra physical influence on our bodies has never been detected by any scientific method. It is true that the vast majority of people on this planet takes comfort from the belief that life goes on after death. But this belief doesn't make the existence of the soul a true hypothesis. And I really can't see how the belief in something untrue, or at least highly improbable, can be of any help or comfort to any human being.